The Shoei NXR2 and the AGV K6 are two amazing full-face helmets for the sport touring rider. And we are going to compare these two helmets out on the road to find out which one performs better. So stay tuned. Hi everyone, Team of Champion Helmets here and welcome to our channel. Here in front of me I have two sport touring helmets made by the brands Shoei and AGV. The NXR2 has been 2206 certified and the AGV K6 will be released later with the 2206 certification, but for now it still has a 2205 certification. If you look at the fit of the helmets, we can tell you that the NXR2 has a round oval fit and the AGV K6 a more oval fit. The NXR2 has a retail price of about 480 euros and the K6 of about 450 euros or US dollar. We're going to start the comparison in this video with the material part, and there is a clear difference between these two helmets. The K6 is made of carbon aramid, which is a strong and light composite. The NXR2 is made of Shoei's AIM, or Advanced Integrated Matrix, which is a mix of fiberglass and organic fibers. If we look at the amount of outer shell sizes, we can see that they are on par. They both have 4 outer shell sizes, which is a great result. The more outer shell size a helmet has, the better. A helmet with more outer shell size does not only look better, but it's also safer. When we add everything up, we can see that they both earn a grade 4 stars for the material part. We continue in this video with an important part, and that is the weight. The lighter the helmet, the better, because this prevents fatigue in the neck and allows you to focus more on the ride. When we weigh the NXR2 in a size M, the scale indicated 1367 grams, and when we weigh the K6 in a size M, 1330 grams, which is a great result. This ensures that both helmets earned an amazing 5 stars for the weight. Before we move on to the results of the road test, we're going to discuss the visor. The K6 has an optical class 1 visor, which means that the visor has the best clarity. In addition, the visor is anti-scratch and anti-fog treated and is pinlock lens prepared. The pinlock lens is included in the box and ensures that your visor never fogs up while riding. The visor of the NXR2 has a 2-dimensional shape, which ensures that your visor does not distort the view in any way, which curved visors slightly do often. The visor is also pinlock lens prepared and is included in the box. Adding everything up, we see that the NXR2 earns 3.5 stars and the AGV K6 3 stars for the visor part. And now that we are done with the visor, we continue with the results of the road test. But first, a quick explanation of how we collect our data while testing the helmet. On the left you see a white thermometer that shows the inside temperature of the helmet. This thermometer is connected to a sensor inside the helmet. In the top center you see the decibel meter, which is connected to a microphone placed close to our rider's ear. This captures the sound as our riders hears it. On the right we see a phone that displays the wind speed and the outside temperature. This is connected to a device on the bike that measures the wind speed. In the middle we see the dashboard with the speed of our test rider. Now that it is clear how we collect our data, we can start the road test with the noise. Both helmets were tested under the same conditions, namely with a riding speed of 130 and a wind speed of 120 km/h. The K6 gave us a value of 101 decibel and the NXR2 a value of 98 decibel, which is a great result. This puts the NXR2 in the list of the most quiet helmets available today. If we look at the results, we see that the K6 earns 3.5 stars and the NXR2 4 stars for the noise. Now that we are done with the noise, we move on to the ventilation, and before looking at the results we will discuss the ventilation options. The K6 has 2 vents on the chin and can be opened and closed by means of a slider. The helmet also has 3 brow vents that can be opened and closed by sliders and an exhaust on the rear of the helmet to let out all the warm air. The NXR2 has 1 vent on the chin that can be opened and closed by a slider. The helmet also has 3 vents on the top of the helmet. These can be controlled again by the use of sliders. All the warm air can then escape through the spoiler on the rear of the helmet. When we tested the NXR2, it was 22.5 degrees and the K6 22 degrees Celsius outside, which makes it perfect to compare these two helmets. If we look at the result of the road test, we see that both helmets were 1 degree hotter inside the helmet compared to the outside temperature, which means that both helmets have an excellent ventilation. Therefore, both helmets earn a strong 4 stars for the ventilation part. We continue with the only subjective part of this road test, and that is the comfort part. For this part we lean on the more than 15 years of riding experience of our test rider, who has tested all the other helmets on the road so he can compare them very well. Both helmets have a removable, washable and antibacterial inner lining. In addition, the NXR2 has a 3D Max dry lining, and our test rider also mentioned that the NXR2 has some extra soft material in the inner lining behind the ears, which felt nice since this is an extra sensitive area. The K6 has some extra finishing touches, like artificial leather in the neck roll. If we add everything up, we can see that the K6 earned 3.5 stars and the NXR2 earned a solid 4 stars for the comfort part. We have arrived at the last part of the comparison before showing the final scores, and this is the features. These are basically all the extra options that are put into the helmet, such as whether the helmet has been wind tunnel tested, whether they have a certain certification, or if the helmet is prepared for a communication system. The NXR2 has an emergency quick release, which is an important safety feature. The helmet is also wind tunnel tested, which has resulted in an aerodynamic and slim design. The helmet is also prepared for communication system, has cutouts in the EPS initial so that people who wear glasses can put them on a lot easier. And the closure of the NXR2 is a double D closure. The K6 also has emergency quick release and is prepared for riders with glasses. This is done by grooves so that the glasses can be put on more easily. The helmet is prepared for communication system and the closure of the K6 is also a double D closure. If we add up all the features, we see that the NXR2 earns 3.5 stars and the AGV K6 3 stars for the features part. Now that we have covered every part of this comparison, we can add up all the earned results and factor in the price. This will give us an average score and a very clear, fair result. The K6 has an average of 3.7 stars, for which you pay €70 per earned star. And the Shoei NXR2 has an average of 4 stars, for which you pay €70 per earned star. This means that the NXR2 performed a little bit better on the road. The NXR2 performed better on the parts visor, noise, comfort and features. But the difference is minimal and they are almost on par with each other. Do you think the AGV K6 or the Shoei NXR2 is something for you? Then be sure to take a look in our webshop, championhelmets.com, where we offer the lowest price guarantee and have amazing discount bundles. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for more reviews, road tests and guides. Thank you for watching. My name is Simon from Champion Helmets and until next time.